Hello, welcome to my channel. So today there was an interesting development because Frankie Jimit opened a new fitness sport, and you won't believe who cheered him on. So according to Nairobi Gossip Club, Maureen Waititu posted a supportive message on her Instagram stories. Let's just see what I'm talking about. So you can see she posted a message that read, "Congratulations, Frankie Jimit. So proud of your hard work and efforts as you open your physical fitness center. You're all invited to join him tomorrow as per the poster." Sasa child support itaongezeka ama? For those who don't understand Swahili, she was wondering if the child support payments Frankie makes to her will go up now that he's got a new business venture. So that was surprising because they had a very, very acrimonious breakup 3 years ago. So much so that they haven't been communicating. So, if I give you the backstory of how this tool became popular, they started dating sometime in 2018. Then they had a baby. Then they started a YouTube channel called Alpha Beta. So they used to post their lives, and people fell in love with the couple. They actually featured on the list of couple goals. So they were okay for like 2 years, but then around 2019, another woman came on the scene. That's Corazon Kwamboka. So rumors started swirling around, obviously, from the gossip blogger Edgar Obare. And because they couldn't hide their relationship, they decided to come clean on his. It was either, yeah, it was on Instagram Live, but then it was also um, put on his YouTube channel. So let me see if I can find it so we can keep tabs. So
you know when Corona started, a lot of people were stuck with each other. So I even have a friend who was telling me the story of she has a friend who went to the boyfriend's, and the plan was you will either get engaged or you break up. There's no you get engaged, pregnant, or you break up. So it's the do or die. The world is ending. So is this one of is this that situation?
I can definitely say that COVID has really helped me and the baby's father to get to know each other more and bond and build our relationship. So, but this is not a Corona baby.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
I would should I bring the father?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay, sure. Hey, we're now at 8,000. 8,000. Jesus. That's a lot of people. So, guys, what questions do you have from the baby's father? I'm seeing gender. I'm seeing. What else are people asking? Have you guys figured out who the baby daddy is? Let's see if I can add. Ooh, let's see. Go live with so many people. Why are people requesting this live and none of you are the father? Let's see. Where's an account? Can you search? Yeah. Just nope. So as we wait for the baby daddy to show up, Miss Maina, who is that again? I'm scared how she's so comfortable. Javenchi, why are you so scared? Simba wants to go live. Karanja. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think I've seen the nigga. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. So we're about to go live with the baby daddy. Hi. Where's the nigga? I don't know why he's hiding and it shows his name on the
Oh, yes. It's another account.
Of course it shows it. Hi, father. You're the father. Hi, father.
How you doing?
Karibu. I'm good.
You all right?
I'm all right. You?
I'm good. I'm just reading the comments.
People have been guessing correctly for quite some time.
Yeah, people are good with this.
Yeah. And I just like to say congratulations on being a dad again.
Sanchez Ana, it's a blessing.
But it's always a blessing. Always more babies. As much as people will call you Father Abraham, just more.
Yeah.
Keep feeling there. So, question.
Yes.
How did you guys meet?
How do we meet? When was that?
We met last year. We met last year around this time, right?
Yeah.
We met
June, July.
July, definitely July. We met in July, and we were going through tough times in our lives, both of us.
We were both straight out of a relationship, so it was just like sensitive time. You just don't know what to do. You're lonely and everything. So we had that in common, and then we just started talking. It wasn't even anything to do with like wanting a relationship. We were just like, because she was entering the fitness world, and I was in the fitness world, so she was doing her Genio and all that. And then I sent her over some stuff from Just Gym It so that she can try them out. Mm-hmm. Next thing, we just had so much in common that things just like catapulted to something else,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And how come you guys have been keeping it so hush-hush for a while?
Yeah, I mean, obviously because of the situation, especially my situation. So you don't want to put someone in that negative space. So we try to be as hush with this whole situation as possible, just to respect the other person. And we didn't want to have all that backlash as well on our end, because we had just found something beautiful. Like we didn't understand it ourselves, and we knew definitely people are not going to understand it. So we're just like, let's just keep it to ourselves.
Yeah, and then obviously people started seeing us together and taking videos and bringing it to you, and I was like, oh my god, these pictures look crazy. We gotta be, I just said, since everybody already knows the secret is out, I posted that picture, then regretted it and deleted because I got a lot of backlash. People saying I spoiled a family, which was totally not true. Like we were both, when we started talking, not even like having a relationship, we were both single.
Yeah, single at the time.
Yeah,
because it's. I hope we all understand. We can all be honest in this story. Last year, actually, the story on Frankie and Maureen, and I guess like I had stuff, but then at the time, Frankie talked to me, and I didn't want to bring more friction in stories. And I always figured, and maybe also a lot of people on the live have been asking me to ask, was Kwamboka the reason for the ending of the previous relationship, or?
Yeah. I know a lot of people think that. And totally false. I mean, we met way after we broke up, me and Maureen. So that had nothing to do with it. It's just that, again, we just found something that we never actually planned to fall into. We just fell into it. And even I told you when you approached me and you were like, yo, mind giving a statement on exactly what happened? Of course, we can't just like come out and say exactly what happened, but we had our differences. And it's not something that just happened once. It's something that we try to fix throughout our whole relationship. And it was something that we really worked on it. I've seen a lot of people telling me, I pray for you guys. Marriage is everything. Don't leave a situation that, has kids in it, but you can't do that. You have to be happy at the end of the day. So we were not necessarily happy at that time. So we figured it's best for us to just go our separate ways. And obviously the general public doesn't see that. The general public sees what happens on YouTube, because we had a YouTube channel. And if you look at our YouTube channel, I mean, it's a perfect couple, it's a perfect family, and everything looks rosy, everything looks amazing. But people don't know what's happening behind closed doors. There's that BTS that happens. You're just seeing 30 seconds of my life. You're not seeing the full story. Yeah, so, and you can't just say, we're going to start, stick through it because of the kids. Again, you can do that and force something to work, but you're forcing it and it could be more detrimental.
Okay. So we see there Corazon and Frankie talking about how they met. And I think they even said they had already, as in Frankie had already split up with Maureen. But then shortly afterwards, Maureen did an interview with Carol Mandi, the editor of True Love magazine. I don't know whether the magazine still operates, but she got to have a sit down with Maureen. And from what Maureen said, it's as if she wasn't aware of the relationship between Corazon and Frankie. In fact, she found out about Corazon's pregnancy at the same time as the rest of us. So let me just play a small snippet of that interview so you see what I'm talking about.
And all these kinds of labels, which I think we're going to discuss later. And I remember the day before I found out, I had sat him down right here on this couch, and I was telling him, look, I'm really rooting for you. I really want you to become a better person. I want you to actually pursue your healing. For a whole hour, I was like, I'm cheering you on. I'm in your corner. If you need some time off, I will be the parent I can be to these kids, you know. And I was cheering him. I even told him, I know you are with this lady, and trust me, I don't have a problem with it. You go and become the best version of yourself you can get. And he sat there, never told me a word. And then I found out the following day, and I can tell you, I almost went mad with rage of the disrespect. I really felt like he really, really has been disrespecting me.
Yes. Because I mean, he's the father of your children, and he's going to have another child.
Thank you.
The least he could have done is just let you know.
Yeah, because the truth is, once he brings this child to the world, I am going to be part.
Yes.
My children are going to be part of their world.
Yeah. Do you feel, just looking at maybe a lot of the comments that have been directed at you, that you've also not received any support from women, that women have probably been the ones saying to you, you know, why are you getting upset by him moving on?
Yeah.
Yet the reality is, if you're in a relationship with someone, even if they move on after 5 years, I'm sure it would still be,
my goodness,
it still cause some pause.
Right.
Yes.
In fact, that same day, I told him, if I ever get into a relationship, it doesn't matter who I get into a relationship with, and this person will be in my life, and I know we're going to the very end.
Yes.
I will have you to sit down, and I will let him know, my person, let him know that you are the father of these children. Even if he came and told me, I'm taking care of everything, I would never want anyone to either disrespect you or replace you as the father of my children. That is the dad my kids know.
Yeah.
Your DNA runs through them.
Yes.
And then I sit back and I'm like, he did a video where over 1,000 people are just bashing me, insulting me, labeling me, saying all sorts of things, where else I have never even sat down and said anything ill about him. I've done maybe about 3 interviews, this being the 4th one, but I've never even addressed him in a certain manner. It's always been like, we're trying, this happened, we went separate ways, and so be it. It is what it is.
What would you say to him?
Wow, what would I say to him? I didn't see this coming, but I wish he can accord me the respect I deserve as the mother of his kids. I feel that way because sometimes you can't put someone out there to be crucified, because look, at the end of the day, these kids will grow up. They will see these things. They'll see a post where their mother is being called names, and yet it was actually not right. I have never, we'll go to this topic whereby everyone has decided that I've called him and I did that.
And where did that come from?
Where did that come from?
You never actually said that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. In fact, it's all tied down with now me being ungrateful and all that. Yeah, so look, for instance, when it comes to this house, which everyone knows belongs to his mom, I've not forced my way into this. We were together. There was an arrangement, and we went separate ways.
I don't even think you need to justify yourself, because you have children together. And constitutionally, both of you are responsible for the care and upkeep of those children.
Exactly.
I think to some degree, because we are so used to, a lot of women are so used to men not taking care of children. So when a man shows that he's taking care of children, they feel you should just be grateful. In fact, keep quiet. And yet it's his right as the father of those children.
His responsibility.
And the responsibility just as much as it's yours as well.
You're right. Short and long of this. If I didn't have these kids, I would not be here.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so you had a bit of what Maureen had to say about the whole relationship between Frankie and Corazon. And then shortly afterwards, I don't know what happened between the two of them. She went on another rant. And on this rant, she was calling out Frankie for ducking his parental responsibilities. Let's just have a listen at what she had to say.
One, to contradict anything I'm saying right now. Guys, you know how this is humiliating. I was done keeping quiet. I was like, you know what? My truth will come out. But I'm like, how about those women who are out there suffering like me because of something they've not done? I've been working and breaking my back day and night, taking care of my children. Till now, he's very aware we are no longer in that house through this letter because he signed it. And the kids had to be taken, I don't know, to on Mombasa Road so that he can sign. He didn't want to come to the house to check. I hope he doesn't claim that he signed for something he didn't know about. But thankfully, I took record of everything. The next video going up is about me moving houses, and you see how I left that house. Because I don't want to ever be associated with this kind of emotional turmoil. I literally recovered from the worst depression I could go through because of the kind of mental distress I've been put under. No one has ever sat me down. Nobody, not anyone. He's never sat me down to say, okay, Maureen, so things are like this, yeah? How can we make this thing work? It was always me. I'm the one who sat him down and I told him, I bless your relationship with this lady. If that's what's going to make you a better man, so be it. But I'm still the one being called bitter. I'm still the one being called. Trust me, I have these screenshots of you people, the cyber bullies, coming to me. From this Maureen is a liar. I've been called a liar. She's always crying how things are hard for her. Things are hard. I've been raising my kids at least in the last 2 months. And before that, it was always difficult. Ask Frankie, when's the last time he bought a shirt for his kid? A toy. It was always me like, hey, dude, since they see you once a week, show up with something. Create a memory with your kids. Where does he think they get their haircuts from? He will get a haircut every week. He'll get a fade. Ask him where let's say I go for Nini 4 haircuts. He will never miss his weekly fade. But I'm then nangangana na watoto wangu. I take them, and you all know I've kept my kids very well. I'm gonna give them the best life. I'm gonna give them the best life. If anything, if he feels like he's been blocked, he's not been told. I mean, where are you asking to see my kids? Where do you even know where we live? You've never bothered. You don't know where we live. You don't know what they eat. You don't know anything. But on social media, you'll go and anika the mother of your children. Even if you hate me, surely, at least respect your kids. These things will never be a risk. And this is me now not defending, because I want to teach my kids to defend themselves. Family can be toxic, and this is exactly what's happening. It's a very toxic environment. If he's claiming what he's claiming, the first course of action could have been to take me to court or take me to, and actually contact my lawyer and say, hey, this woman is not doing ABCD and I've done my obligations. Me, I'm doing everything 100%. My kids are under my care. And the only reason I've not taken him to court till now, because I'm sure a lot of you will ask, first of all, I'm not going to do that dragging of things, and I'm not going to force someone to be a parent. I went through that. Trying to force a parenthood with childhood, it's damaging. It's more damaging. People say, oh, let the child grow around the father. I don't have a problem. Till now, I'll be very honored the day he will actually contact my lawyer and say, okay, I've decided this is what's going to happen. This is what I can provide, and I would want to see my kids ABCD. But no, you're not going to, no one is going to walk all over me. No, very well. In that labor ward, literally, I was pushing that baby, those 2 babies. And my heart is for those women who know what they've done. It's for those kids, even grown-up people who know that their parents, one of the parents did everything, the other one was taking credit for that. How selfish can you be to use a post to celebrate your own child? And underneath there is like comments about the mother of your children being trolled over a story that you know is a lie. I know I'm speaking for thousands of women. This has to stop. And this is not a pity party. This is not justification. This has to stop once and for all. I have gone through so much mental turmoil, recovered. And trust me, not again. I'm not going to do this again. This is the last time I'm going to address the father of my children. And I've never done this so directly. Ikome, let it stop. Do the right thing. Provide for your children. Let's have a meeting.
So you think you know Wix. Do you?
Okay, so you've seen how Maureen went on a rant. She had had enough. I think that's because she posted something on Instagram alluding that to the fact that Frankie was not taking care of his responsibilities, and then Frankie did a video listing what expenses he caters for. So he wasn't going to take that deadbeat title lying down. So I think that's what Maureen was refuting on that rant. But then it didn't end there, because Frankie went on his channel and also responded to that video that you've just watched of Maureen ranting. Let's just watch a snippet of that video, and then I'll come back with my commentary. Please.
Your message about Lexi, you should have told me at that moment, hey, we moved to such and such, you can pick him up on this day. I'm reaching out to you, you don't talk to me, and then now you're saying we moved out. You didn't find out where we moved out to. How am I supposed to now know that you moved out? It's only common sense. You're the one with that information. Relay to me. My children are involved in relay that information to me. They have moved to a certain place that I don't know about. I don't know where they are. I don't know what they're doing right now. Relay that information to me. And this whole lawyer situation started up when she found out that we were pregnant. Why? For some strange reason, she thought that I'm going to abandon it. I'm not going to abandon it. And I even wrote her a message telling her exactly that. I told her I will never abandon you and the kid. Because at the end of the day, we will always be attached. My main aim is to take care of my children, not to take care of Maureen Waititu. I do not use my kids as social media clout. Matter of fact, if you look at my page, majority of the content that I take with my children are very raw and authentic. Maybe we're having ice cream. Maybe we're sitting down in the car. We're playing in the living room. I don't dress these boys up and take them for photo shoots, make them look like these little dolls that everyone should look and laugh and be happy about. I don't do that. I don't create a circus around it. I just shoot genuine shots. These are things that it's my diary. My Instagram is actually my diary. I post these things up and I look at it when I don't have a chance to see my kids. I go to my Instagram and I just scroll and I look at these videos and I look at these things. They make me laugh. They make me happy. That's what I do. I create moments with them. Reason being, there was a time Lexi came up to me and he told me, I was recording him, or I was telling him to pose for a certain pose, and he's like, Papa, I don't like pictures. And I realized we're actually doing something to the child that they don't want to be done to them. For him to come and tell me, Papa, I don't like pictures, shows that he actually has a mind of his own. He's not for us to control and say, no, you don't like pictures, I'm still going to post you. And I remember even there was a person who had asked me on Instagram, why don't you post Lexi all the time? I told him, Lexi doesn't like pictures. If you look at the majority of the posts, the ones that he's done with Maureen and all that, he's grumpy. He's like moody, he's this, he's that.
Okay, so you had Frankie's side of the story. But just like I've said before, people try to co-parent peacefully. But then when one of you moves on, the other one starts drama. So I don't know whether Maureen had a valid reason to cause that drama, or if she was just not over Frankie yet. But anyway, afterwards, when he carried on with the Corazon, and unfortunately 2 years lapsed without him seeing the 2 boys he had by Maureen. In that time, he got engaged to Corazon. She got pregnant for the second time. Then she gave birth to their daughter. But then they broke up. That engagement didn't end up into a marriage, so they broke up. But then I noticed they broke up, but in this time round, he had a peaceful co-parenting situation with Corazon, because apparently Corazon is a cooperative baby mama. So I noticed on Father's Day this year, Frankie posted a message that sounded like he was extending an olive branch to Maureen. And if I interpreted the message correctly, it seems like the message worked. Hence why Maureen seems to have come around, as demonstrated by the positive message she posted today. But then again, given that Maureen is a daughter of Mumbi, or is it Mobi? Maybe she's playing nice because of monetary reasons. Because as you know, daughters of Mobi don't play when it comes to money matters. Anyway, jokes aside, it's good to see that they are communicating now, because that can only be good for their kids. And I hope they carry on this trajectory. I also hope the two women, Maureen and Corazon, get to meet. Let them meet, have a showdown, let out all the ugly feelings, and then come to an understanding for the sake of the kids, so that the children can start meeting up and develop the sibling relationship. Because after all, they are blood relatives. And I hope, because Maureen is now a cooperative baby mama, I hope Corazon doesn't get jealous and decide to change and become a difficult baby mama. I also hope okay, I know it's easier said than done, but if Maureen is at peace with Frankie, given what they've gone through, I hope it's going to be possible for the two women to get along, because after all, like I've just stated, their two children their kids, they're actually four, because Maureen has two boys and Corazon has one boy and one girl. I hope the kids get to bond and carry on with life. So I don't know what you think about all this. Let me know in the comment section below. And I'm going to link all the lengthy videos below as well. As usual, like and share this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so to help my channel grow. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.